basing on the theme of this peace convention. So stay blessed as you listen. They say poverty is not the empty pots. Poverty is the empty heart that the pot leaves behind. When people choose rich, they plant the seeds of conflicts. But when we choose forgiveness, we plant the seeds of peace. Once upon a time, there lived a very beautiful village named Moyo. They sat in the shadows of mountains where children danced and laughed. In that village, there was a woman named Sarah. Sarah had one girl, one naked dwarf, and one son, whose name was called Musa. Musa was 14 years old. Musa would come back from school and say, Mommy, today I made friends, I ate here, but I got 100% in maths. Musa had a dream to become a teacher. He would say, Mama, I will buy for you a mattress so that your back stops aching. In that small family, they lived a peaceful life. But the entire community of men too lived with the past conflicts in their hearts. Children no longer cross boundaries. Mothers don't share their stories. Just because of a conflict that happened 2 years ago. It separated families, turned neighbors into strangers. And this made the entire community of men to forget that they were once family. It was on a dark, rainy day of Tuesday, when Musa fell seriously sick. His mother carried Musa in her arms, running from doors to doors, asking for help. Please, my sister, open the door. I cannot lose my son. People shut doors in her face because the people were still buried by the conflict of last year's time. By the time hope arrived, it was already too late. Musa looked at the mother with tears in his eyes and said, Mama, please forgive them. Do not let my death be another reason for hatred in my community. Let my life be remembered as a bridge that builds peace, but not as a wall of hatred. That night, the entire Moyo community was silent. Musa's mother still flew in the river, and hatred splintered. At the burial, the father preached and said, forgiveness does not erase yesterday. It only gives tomorrow a chance. And the local council stood up and said, my dear people of Moyo community, we cannot solve this conflict if our hearts are still burnt in last year's conflicts. So let us forgive one another. So Musa's mother was called to give a speech. But before she could present, Musa appeared to her and said, Mama, why is your pot still empty? Fill it with happiness. Fill it with forgiveness to touch so that you all eat peace. It was a very hard decision for the mother to make. The mother walked in the middle of the mourners. She opened her mouth and said, my dear people of Moyo, today I lost a son just because of the conflict that we were burying last years ago. I stand before you with nothing, no money, no food, no son, but only an empty pot. And the only thing it carries is forgiveness. The entire Moyo community looked at each other in surprise. They all cried and remembered all the peace they used to share. And from that day, each and every one let go of the past and the ones reconciled. And when the children asked the elders, that my dear elders, how was peace brought in Moyo community? The elders could smile and say, faith, open our hearts. The communities brought us together, and the leaders showed us the path. But of all, reconciliation was the key to all this. So today I ask you, what is empty in your hearts? Is it your pockets? Or it's your hearts? My dear brothers and sisters, before God called us, let us not leave behind a generation of inherited hatred. Let us forgive. Let us let go of the past. Today Today, the story of Moyo community is not just for this community alone. It's for the thousands heads seated here today. It's for the thousands Ugandans and other citizens outside. Because reconciliation is not about erasing the past, but giving tomorrow a chance. For peace is not the absence of conflict, but it's us to make sure that conflict does not win in our hearts. Let us choose peace always for God and my country.
Wow. And we come for Lady Super. I don't know what